And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road as we are today at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. In fact, already got a young lady in here shopping for a sectional. She lives in Elizabeth, so we got to get us a sectional. And so she's with Chad working. That's great. They have been yesterday in Johnson City. They did a bedding set, a living room set, dining room set. They've been busy today. They're delivering here in Elizabethton. Thursday, they're going to be in Jonesboro delivering, and then Friday, again in Metro Elizabeth and Carter County. So they're busy, and with good reason, to $99 and over, they being Cannon's Furniture. They'll double the sales tax over anything over $29.99 over $3,000. Pillows, a sheet set, and a mattress protector. Free. $300 value to buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress. And also, Canberra on Thursday. So pretty cool. All right, national anthem time. We bring it in. We're going to take a look at, we're going to be joined by David Nanny from the Elizabethton Parks and Rec. Ashley Rader from Northeast Community Credit Union will stop by. We're going to hear from head football coach Brent Venables of Oklahoma, head football coach Kirby Smart of the Georgia Bulldogs. We're going to be joined by Zach Benfield, the head football coach of the Cloudland Highlanders. Talking Highlander football coming up here in a little while. We're going to hear from Josh Heupel, head football coach of the Tennessee Volunteers. They, of course, have had a big blow to their team yesterday. We'll tell you all about that coming out of the break. So we got lots to talk about. National anthem, here we go. Where are we? Yeah, she is awesome. We played her national anthem last week on her birthday. Martina McBride, bringing it down, the national anthem on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn proudly we hail at the twilight's bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramly streaming. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the home of the
Come back to the Tom Daly Sports Show. Can she do it? She can do it. Martina McBride can absolutely bring it down. She can sing like a bird. All right, let's start with college football. Big blow for the Tennessee Volunteers. They lose Jordan Thomas. So Thomas again with a blown out knee. I had it right here. Let's get it right here. Here we go. Thomas. We'll talk about our buddy Jim Harbaugh. Not my buddy, but hello, Roy Huskins. Hello, Jordan Mitchell. Thank you all for being with us. Tennessee's Jordan Thomas, a projected starter in the Vols' defensive backfield, lost for the season after injuring his right knee sometime in practice on Saturday. They waited for the official word and verdict, which is not a good one, obviously. Yes, he was working with the first team in the star position, which is a nickelback role. After appearing in 25 games over the last two seasons, they were counting on this kid to come back and be really big. Secondary and lost 11 defensive backs since the end of last season to either the NFL or the transfer portal. So, including two-year starter Tamarian McDonald at the star position, the defensive back, where they're going to have to because they don't have much back there to work with. Obviously, all four starters gone from last year's team. 11 guys in the defensive secondary gone since last year, either to the NFL or to the transfer portal. So, Coach Josh Heupel singled out Thomas as one of the Vols' leaders in the secondary pass defense and tied for 121st nationally in pass completion percentage. So, that's a caveat on the Vols have ever had under Heupel. So, in theory, we can get back here to the quarterback, not going to have time to throw the ball. But when they did, they had a 65% completion rate last year. and that's with the all four backs, which we had last year. All four starters are gone. So we'll hear from Heupel here in a minute about the defensive secondary. That is an area of obviously concern with the fact you lose all four starters now. Jordan Thomas, the guy you're counting on, is not coming back now. He's out for the year, undergoing knee surgery later this week for the Tennessee defensive back football player. All right, Jim Harbaugh, good stuff here. The man stands at the podium yesterday and says, I didn't do it. I never lie, never cheat, never said Michigan. After being one of the 7 members from the 2023 Michigan football program accused of violating NCAA rules in a draft of the NCAA's notice of allegations obtained by folks on Monday, Chargers coach Jim Harbaugh denied any wrongdoings. I wasn't part of it, didn't know anything about it, didn't know anything about it. There's no way he didn't know anything about it. To refresh your memory what happened, as a young man that was paid through the Michigan Athletic Department, he went and bought tickets to all the games, his phone, of the signals being called by the team that Michigan would be ultimately playing, which is called sign stealing schemes, what this is all about. As a result, Harbaugh says no nothing about it. The NCAA accuses Harbaugh of not cooperating because he denied the organization's request to view relevant messages. Draft says Harbaugh could face a show cause money for the Chargers. So he refused to let them see his cell phone and the request to view relevant messages about all this. And nope, can't see my phone, can't see the messages, but I didn't know anything about it. Bull hockey, that's what I'll say. The other coaches involved in this are also now in the NFL. They're not going to get hold of them either. Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter and defensive backs coach Steve Clinkscale, who came to the NFL also with Harbaugh, also accused of recruiting violations in the draft notice. They're not going to touch them either. They can't. What's unfortunate, in my opinion, is the coach that took over the team, Sharon Moore, is now going to face this. Michigan's going to face troubles. Could be put on probation, could be scholarship reductions. All kinds of things could happen. And these guys are gone. That's happened before, and it's going to happen again, where the guys just skate off into the sunset, and the school's left holding the bag. They paid them leave, and the school's left holding the bag, and now the current players. So the 2024 and probably the 2025 Michigan football team will get some kind of a penalty brought to them, I would think, at some point, which is totally unfair because the guys, apparently the culprits, are long gone. Connor Stallions have been fired a long time ago off the staff. Now, these major college football programs, they have it's like ants crawling all over each other. They got folks everywhere going. So does the head coach know what every person's doing on every staff? Of course not. I'm not sure you know that even on a mid-major or even maybe a high school level for that matter. Probably high school, you know what's going on. But the staffing of these college football teams is unbelievable. They got people everywhere doing all kinds of jobs and chores and what have you. So to say that he would know everything about every person on the staff, well, no, he does not. Does he know about this? Well, sure. How would you not ask at some point, where'd y'all get this? When they do this sign right here, and I'm acting silly, but when they do this, they're going to come with a run play or whatever. Would you not ask, how did you know this? I mean, where'd you find this out at? What's your source? Of course you would. Anybody would. I would. I think you would too. Apparently he didn't, or if he did, it's not coming out. So anyway, Harbaugh normally has about a 15, 20-minute press conference talking about the Chargers, lasted 5 minutes, and abruptly walked away. So it came out yesterday. They go to him in the press conference for the Chargers before practice. He said, quote, I never lie, never cheat, and never steal. I was raised with that lesson. I've raised my family on that lesson. I've preached that lesson to the teams I've coached. No one is perfect. You're right. If you stumble, you apologize, you make it right. You're right. He says today in those said allegations. So it's back to work. Attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. What the allegations are out there. The notice of allegations. Something's going to happen, of course. And who's going to take the fall? The Michigan team and the Michigan players and the Michigan fan base. And it's not fair, but As you well know, life is not fair. Hey, we're live here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton, where they're paying the sales tax. Anything over $9.99 and over, they're going to pay for the sales tax. Anything over $29.99 or $3,000, they're going to pay. They'll double the sales tax pay. That's a pretty good deal. That's a great deal, folks. Just bought a bed here last month, a bed and a box springs. It's awesome. We have bought living room suites here. We bought a sectional here, bought a bedroom suite here. Now we put a mattress and box springs in another bed at the homestead. So we're big fans of this place right here, and with good reason. Here's Daryl Cannon. Mr. Cannon, tell you all about it here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coming up, we got at the bottom of the hour, David Nanny joins us from the Elizabethton Parks and Rec. Gives us an update on the pool, whatever else going on. And also going to be joined by Ashley Rader from Northeast Community Credit Union. All that coming up here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 2123. Countdown to football, 17 days, 9 hours and 3 minutes. The high school football, in this case, on these airwaves, Elizabethton Cyclone football. You've been at it for 42 years. A lot of different brands that you carry here. Tell us about that.
Oh, we carry all the major brands in furniture and bedding. Some of the furniture brands like Ashley, Barker Lounger. Barker Lounger is a very comfortable group. They make great recliners. Bassett been around for over 100 years. It's great. It's actually Bassett is still family owned. The Bassett still own the company, which is unusual in today's world. Carry England. England's actually a Tennessee. The factory is in Tennessee that makes their products, so it's a Tennessee-made product. So a lot of special orders with that. Green Gables makes a really neat, rustic-looking furniture. Great looks, great product. Legacy Classic is a great furniture company we deal with. Magnusum is a company that we've dealt with for probably 20 years. In bedding, we carry Sealy, all the top brands, Serta, Simmons, Beautyrest. Tempur-Pedic is our premium line. If you ever sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, you probably never go back to anything else. It's really a great product. Also carry the Traeger pellet line, or the Traeger grill line. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of enjoyment. We all have Traeger grills. We all share recipes, and it's a great product to cook on. Vaughn Bassett is another company. It's still a family-owned company, very large company. They're out of Galax, Virginia, so it's almost a local company. So that's our top brands right there.
42 years, downtown Elizabethton, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. The hours are open. Again, you've told us your normal hours, Monday through Saturday, or what?
Monday through Fridays, 10 to 6. On Saturday, 9 to 5.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook is a prominent thing we do each week. We do an ad. It just on Wednesday, have tons of people look to that ad. The website, cannonshomestore.com, it has a full catalog, over 1 million products on that website.
And the obvious, the phone number.
Phone number, 423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love coming here and promoting this product. Be loyal, buy local, buy in Elizabethton at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
In a world where cluttered trash and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight cluttered trash and debris, call Container Man.
Hey, this is Tom Taylor. Here in 2024, the Tom Taylor Sports Show is now on TikTok. That's right. Lots of cool things coming all year long, again on TikTok. Be sure and like us, share it, and follow by hitting the plus button. So, a lot of neat things coming. Please get on board with us. Like, share, or follow by hitting the plus button. The Tom Taylor Sports Show, now in 2024, on TikTok. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we're live here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Mr. Cannon was with us. We got Chad coming up here in a few minutes. Got Kristen coming up here in a few minutes, too, to talk to us. But today, right now, we have this young lady in from Northeast Community Credit Union. We're getting ready to start our winners. Readers are winners. Round 2, year number 2. We're going to have a meeting next week, get it all started, get rolling with it. So we're very excited about the schools. The Readers are winners, which would be Eastside Elementary, Harold McCormick Elementary, and Westside Elementary here in Elizabethton. So it's we're very excited about that. And it's a reading incentive program. I'll run the promo here in a minute when we get done. But she's here. Good morning. How are you?
All right. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for coming.
Oh, no problem.
They like to loan money.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
And you've been doing it. I was at Oakland Avenue the other day, and Whitney said, she went, whoo, man, we're making loans.
We are. It's been busy.
Has it been busy?
It's been really
Love
busy.
it, love it, love it. So what kind of loans are folks going after right now?
Well, we have 2 loan specials going on right now. One is our home equity loan special. That's starting at 5.99% APR. So if you got any home renovations or projects you need to get done, now might be a good time. And then we've got our back to school loan special. You can get $1,000 up to $1,000 for 12 months at 7.99% APR.
So the HELOC,
Mm-hmm.
you take the equity out of your home, fall fix up.
Yep.
Folks may be doing, I don't know, what would you be, maybe a deck,
A deck or extensions,
extension, screened-in porch,
screen and porch, new kitchen.
take a downstairs basement's unfinished and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
You can, new roof,
There's all kinds of
runs the
things you can
gamut.
do.
Sure, absolutely, runs the gamut. So it's available.
Mm-hmm.
Again, in Northeast Community Credit Union, starting, what'd you say, at 5.99?
Yep.
Yep. And then the back to school loan,
Mm-hmm.
up to $1,000 for 12 months or 7.99.
Yep.
So those are the 2 right now. They're out there, and you guys are selling them, aren't you?
We are.
Yep, making a lot of loans, and that's awesome. It's that's a great rate, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah, it's a really good rate. So the HELOC at 5.99 and the back to school for 7.99 up to 12 months is a really good deal. Yep.
Yep.
Hello, Reba Whitehead. How you doing, lady? Jordan Mitchell and Roy Huskins. Thank you guys for watching. We're live here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Ashley's with us from Northeast Community Credit Union. Christmas Club account. I know I started one of those, and it's really, really simple. Here it is, August. You don't want to know this, but the countdown to Christmas Eve is right at 140 days from today.
I heard that.
So if you put money in, start putting in money now, which I've done, and you go in and, put 50 here, 75, whatever you put in, you'll be amazed. Will you not, come time to take it out, say, well, I didn't know I had that much in there. If you just put it in there, keep trucking. And that's how, it's pretty simple to do in the Start
It
Christmas
is.
Club.
It is. I've actually got one of those myself.
Yep.
And just got if you already got an account, you can just add it to the account you've already got. Set up a automatic transfer if you want to make it easy. And then by the time Christmas gets here, you can have most of your presents covered.
It's just that easy, folks. And so we're at 140 days till Christmas. Folks don't want to hear that, but, it is what it is. It's coming. And so to use your noggin and open up a Christmas club would be a smart thing to do. What's it take to do one? Open one. Pretty simple, isn't
It
it?
is pretty simple. You just come in. If you've already got an account, we can just add to the account. That's just a couple minutes. You want to start one, you'll just need to open up a savings account at least, and then say you want a Christmas club, and we can get it going.
Off and running.
Yep.
It's just that easy. Speaking of off and running, schools are back in. Carter County is back tomorrow. Most of the schools, a lot of them, I got the list. A lot of the Southwest Virginia schools start next week. Most of the Northeast Tennessee schools have started. Elizabethton went a half day today. They'll be off tomorrow. They'll be full throttle on Thursday. So you all are doing and helping with teacher in service, or you have. They're back
Yep.
to school now. Tell us what y'all did.
Well, last Thursday we went to the city in service. Yesterday we was at the county in service. We come out, set up a table, and gave them out some freebies to get them started in the school year. Information on our products and services we offer. We do in-school financial education if they want it. Just there to show them we appreciate them and get the school year started.
Saw them last Monday. She and Andrew were at the back to school bash in the Elizabethton gym. What were you guys giving out there last week?
Oh, we had all kinds of goodies. We had water bottles and hairbrushes, cell phone wallets, change purses, just all kinds of things kids might want
And practical things.
that you can use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cell phone wallet. I don't know if I've ever seen a cell phone wallet.
Well, you just stick it on the back of your cell phone. And you can put a card in it, ID in it, maybe fold up some cash, stick it in there. Just this little flat little slip you put on the back of your cell phone.
Never seen one of those before.
They're very
A
handy.
cell phone wallet.
Yeah.
Those are free.
Yeah.
They were giving them out.
We were handing them out. We
Neat
actually gave
stuff.
them all away.
Did you really? Had a lot of people come through. I don't know what the final tally was, but there's a lot of people came through, and that was the whole point, to help out. And of course, week before that, they did one in Carter County, the back to school in Hampton Elementary. Was it Hampton High or Hampton Elementary?
It was Hampton High.
Hampton High. So schools are back in, folks. We're talking about Christmas. We're talking about football season in 17 days till kickoff. So it's here. It's not over, but for the kids, it's over, and the teachers are back to school. And then, last but not least, a custom debit card from Northeast Community Credit Union. Tell us about that.
Well, when you have a checking account at Northeast Community Credit Union, you can put pretty much any picture you want to on your debit card. You can put favorite team logo, your pet, your kids, your own face if you want to. Just if you've got a picture and it's not already in our gallery, we can put it on your debit card.
She's hilarious. If you want to look at yourself, you can put yourself on the debit card. It's like, hey, that's me. Probably not, but maybe somebody does, and that's okay.
There are a few people who do that.
Yeah. Some people put their pet pictures on there.
Oh, that one's very popular.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't have a pet, so you take your debit card. So can you put a picture of your grandkids, I guess?
Yeah.
Your car, your house, whatever.
House, yeah.
Neat stuff. So very easy to do. So to come in and to open one of those up doesn't take long either, does it?
And maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If you want to do the checking account. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer because there's some more options we got to go over with that one.
Yeah. Neat stuff, folks. Northeast Community Credit Union. It's one of our title sponsors of the show because they do the Readers or Winners, which is a really cool thing. You've been there on those when we hand out the first 9 weeks. We did T-shirts.
Yep. Was there for that one.
Second 9 weeks we did ball caps.
Yep.
Third 9 weeks we did water bottles, and then the last one we did backpacks to the top 10. And gosh, what was her name? Sadie Hartsick was the shred the most. Is over 10,000 minutes.
Wow.
But you've been there, and
Yeah.
the distribution. These kids love it, don't they?
Oh, the kids get really excited.
They go nuts.
They do.
So, and she and Andrea do a wonderful job on behalf of the credit union facilitating that. So we're starting up year number 2 this first 9 weeks. We're going to get a jump on it. Last year we started middle of the second 9 weeks, but this year we're starting from ground zero from the beginning, and so they'll start reading. I think today. Let's see, they're out today. I'm sorry, they're out tomorrow. They went a half day today. I think Thursday and Friday they kind of let them coast a little bit. But come Monday, I think next Monday, they kick in the reading incentive program. So they'll be off and running. We're very excited about that. So tell us how we can find out anything we need. What's the website?
It is bemycu.org.
And tell us about the branches, please.
We have our main office in Elizabethton, 980 Jason Witten Way. We have our branch on 19E in Elizabethton, and then Roan Mountain and Johnson City.
There you go. And we'd love for her to come by and be anytime she wants to come. I asked her, this is hilarious. She's a Titans fan, and I'm a Raiders fan, and the guy over there is a Dolphins fan, and that's okay. So I asked her about the Titans. Is he excited? And you said...
So I haven't really been paying attention to them yet because they always let me down.
And then she said they got some guy, supposed to be some hot shot player, and I think he got hurt. So
Somebody's hurt already.
I love it. That's about like I am with the Raiders. They're doing something. I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, they got some guy that's a hot rod. Already got hurt for the Titans. They got a new coach. What's his name? Brian Callahan. And so, we'll see what the Titans do. They play Friday night. They open up the NFL exhibition season. So do you ever go watch them play in person?
I have not yet.
No.
I would love to.
Yep. So
Yep.
it's, we had a chance to meet their old coach, Jeff Fisher. He came and spoke last year at Salvation Army, which was pretty cool. So, and then the guy they got, I'm not sure, he landed somewhere with another coaching staff. I'm sure. Is he with you guys with the Dolphins?
Who's that?
Verbal?
Vrabel.
He ended up somewhere. I don't know where he ended up at.
Yeah, because he wasn't that bad.
He wasn't that bad a coach, no.
I liked him.
I think his deal was he bucked up with the management. So.
That might have been a problem.
Oh, yes. I think he wanted to go one direction, they wanted to go the other, and they sent him out that direction. So it happens from time to time. So anyway, I thank you for coming, ma'am,
Oh,
as
you're welcome.
always, and appreciate you. NCCU, all right, let me see if I can do the locations. Main office in behind Elizabethton High School, Jason Witten Way. By the way, the Learning Center, not the Learning Center, but the, what do you call it, the new thing you're building?
Our expansion, our
Training center.
Training center.
Training.
yeah.
I said learning center. Training center. Folks ask me all the time, "Hey Tom, you do that thing with the credit union? Yeah, they gonna tear that?" I said, "No, they're both staying up there." aren't
Let's stay up there. We're going to connect them.
they? Yeah, we're going to connect them, and so the training center will be there. It's already there, of course. They're building it, And the existing building, they're not going to tear it down, we'll leave as is because they're growing that fast. So that's the main one. You have a location on 19E. You have a location on Rome Mountain.
Yep.
And you have a location on Oakland Avenue in Johnson City, right down from the Mellow Mushroom.
That is
There you go.
right. Yep.
How about that? Did I do good?
You did good.
And it's BeMyCU.org.
Yep.
There you go.
You got it.
Thank you, lady.
Welcome.
Yep, appreciate you bunches. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. He's here. As we go to the break, here's the head football coach of the Georgia Bulldogs, Kirby Smart, talking about game strategy. You know, the question was posed to him at the press conference. You know, you're getting ready to play 16, 17 games with the college football playoffs. The coaches polls out, by the way, the number one ranked team in the country by the coaches. So the question was asked, will you change your strategy knowing you got 16, 17 games to the 12 or 14? He said this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Playing the schedule we play in improving the strength of the roster, I don't know if that's the case. I think the way we go about practicing is critical. I believe in having a physical, tough camp. I don't think you back off from that. If you do, it may not matter about those games. If you're not physical enough at the line of scrimmage and you're not tough enough and you don't demand excellence, because during the season there's only so much we can do to create the toughness that we need at the line of scrimmage and the toughness we need as an overall football team. Camp is tough. You know, and I think that's important that it remains tough. We do have to be smart to stay healthy. We have certain areas of our team that we maybe have more depth than others, and you got to be smart and calculated about the risk you take of losing guys. But I think every coach is reflecting right now saying, okay, we may have a longer schedule. We certainly have a tougher schedule. How we play games is play to win. And how we play at the end of the games, if we have leads, we've always looking to get guys opportunity and grow players, a la Carson Beck getting into a lot of games when he was behind Stetson so that they're ready when their opportunity comes.
Our buddy, obviously Frankie Bailey, the owner of the coffee company here in downtown Elizabeth. A lot of restaurants, coffee shops all across the Tri-Cities. Why come to the coffee company? What do you feel like separates you from everybody else?
Yeah, well, it's a special place. Coffee Company's been in business for 27 years now, and the community has just been a huge support. That's the only reason we're here and continue to be here, to support and feed and serve some amazing coffee to the community. So it's the space. When you're talking about supporting these historic downtowns, it really matters because we're the heart of the community. We're at the heart of Carter County. This is where people come to celebrate, to shop, to enjoy, and it really makes a difference when you support local. And so when you've got people taking a chance and opening up some great businesses downtown, the more that you can show up, support. The holiday season's coming up. That's a really great time to come out and support all these amazing restaurants and businesses right here in your downtown.
You've got them from all over the Tri-Cities coming in here, too. Of course,
Yeah.
Elizabeth supports you, but
Yeah, it's been
all over the
awesome.
Tri-Cities, it's awesome.
We
So
do. There's lots of local support, but really regionalism. People coming from Johnson City, Irwin, Bristol, Kingsport, they come down. They like to eat in our downtown. They like to enjoy drinks in our downtown, and they come back, which is wonderful. We love it.
the coffee company, social media, how do we find
You
you?
can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Just search up the coffee company. You can call us here. We also have a website. You can order food online. If you want to order through Google, find us there. You can just come and pick it up quickly without calling. And you can order coffee by the pound if you're folks that are watching that don't live in the area and you want to try our awesome coffee. You can go to our website, tncoffeecompany.com, and order coffee by the pound just right there, and we'll ship it to you.
Hours are open,
We are open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and we serve lunch from 11 to 3.
and the magic phone number of the coffee company
It
is
is 423-542-3438.
great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, and support the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Cannons. Chad's going to join us coming up next year. Again, later on, Zach Benfield, head coach of the Cloudland Highlanders, will join us. Let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. By the way, happy birthday to Coach Holt.
Yeah.
He's a birthday boy today. So I don't know how old he is, 24. Believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Plus
So
a few.
plus, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, he's a birthday boy, so
He's still a young man.
just a young, he's a
Very
young,
young man.
he's a young pup.
He's a pup.
He's
That's
a pup.
exactly
You
right.
got that right. A big old pup too.
Yes, yes.
I wouldn't want to mess with him. Hello, Jerry Keller. How you doing, sir? All right, here's the verse today. We always dedicate our show, as we said, to the man who hung on the cross. And it says, Psalms 91 and 2 says, Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. Verse 2, before the mountains were born, you brought forth the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting. You are God. He was the God in 1842. He was a God in 1627. He was a God in 1234. He's a God in 2024.
Amen.
It hasn't changed. I thought about this morning driving over. I thought the same God that Abraham Lincoln and George Washington, and pick somebody, anybody you want to pick, Booker T. Washington, anybody you want to pick, Ben Franklin, the same God then is the same God now. It never changes from everlasting to everlasting. So, and he answered their prayers back in the day, and he answers our prayers now. It's pretty incredible
Absolutely.
when you think about it from that standpoint. I mean it's the same God. He's not changed. It says I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he is. So there you go.
You know, and I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just to take that to a more personal level, when you kind of look at the timeline of your life, and you can look back and see what God's done in your life all throughout, and how He was there. You know, a lot of times, you know, good times, bad times, whatever. You know, God's with us, and the fact that we can trust Him
Yep.
with our lives, with everything, is just an awesome thing.
That gets a bell. It's good stuff. Because he's right. And you know what? It says he knows every hair's on our head. You think something doesn't matter to him? Everything matters to him.
Yeah.
Now, it may not matter to your neighbor or your wife, your husband, or whoever that you think, it's like, or your friends, like, come on, man, it's no big deal. Everything's a big deal to him. Because he says, cast your cares on me. He didn't specify which ones, just the biggies. No. Because what's a big one today, but it's not a big one to me. One man's mountain is another man's molehill. That's what my daddy used to say, and he was right. So, anyway, that's the verse, Psalms 90, verses 1 and 2. We were going to swim this year, but it just didn't work out. The pool shut down, and so, you know. And I'm going to defend the man right out of the chute. I don't know if he's getting chewed on, but, you know, he ordered parts that didn't get here. It's real simple. It happens all the time. And so these are kind of unique parts. The swimming pool filtration system didn't make it, so we don't have a pool this year. It's just that simple.
No, it's sad. I you know, my plans were, of course, we were hoping we would be doing construction by this time, which that's kind of been held up as far as all the new things that we're going to do to the pool. But that kind of held off. So my plans after, you know, losing a few weeks that we'd lost in July, that we would at least stay open on weekends. And then things took a little bit longer, and I thought, okay, if we can get this thing back together, get everything going at least for Labor Day weekend. And my goal, it was going to be a free swim all weekend. Just come and enjoy and have fun. It's on us. But it didn't work out that way either. And but it's okay, because when we open next summer, next spring, or whatever you want to call the latter part of May, we'll have a brand new facility.
Yeah. So.
And we'll have a beach entry, a heater, a few amenities. I mean, the basics it's going to be brand new. You know, all the piping going to the pool surface itself. Of course, you know, all the, you know, and even when we ordered the new pump and the, I don't know what that thing's called. It's a, I don't know.
Thingamajig.
Yeah, a DW. It's not DWV. It's VD. I don't know. Whatever this thing is, it controls the amperage or the power going to the pump.
Yeah.
So you can dial it down or up, whatever the need is. This is 21st century stuff, and we're not used to that. What we had was very old. It was
Which is why we're replacing it.
exactly. That's why we're doing the renovation.
So be patient.
So it's going to be. You're going to
okay.
be. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
When it all comes to.
As my father used to say, I reference him just about every day on this show. Man, oh man, oh man, I wish he was still with me. But he's in glory looking down. He would say, boys, it ain't cancer. Truck on. He told us that. We get all worked up over something. Remember one time we were spraying beans and the bean sprayer broke. And my brother went bananas. He says, it's a hose break. I said, boys, it's all right. Remain calm. It ain't cancer. Just truck on. It's all right.
Yeah.
Same with the pump.
Yeah.
Unforeseen. Ordering something state of the art. Never had it around here at Elizabeth before. It'll be worth the wait.
Yes.
Can't help it. Wish we could be swimming right now. We can't. We truck on. Go to another pool. Go to the lake. Get a garden hose. Spray yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. But you can sit and fuss and fret about all you want.
Well.
There's nothing you can do about it. So it is what it is, and so we carry on.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that good?
That's good.
That's right. Don't mess with my man here. Because I think the world of him, and so I don't know if he's catching any flack over, but it's nothing to do about it.
Most people. Well, it's you get a little bit of stuff on social media, but you know what? Most people understand. Hey, look, this is how things work.
Yeah.
Things break.
Yeah.
If it was perfect, we wouldn't have been replacing it to begin with.
There you go.
And
It's
so
okay.
it is what it is.
Social media, that's a lot of folks. Don't get me started.
No,
That's why I don't read them. Most of the time I stay off of it because everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame and they get on there and they hide behind the texting and all this. It's like, come on now, man up.
Yeah.
But anyway, pool's down for the year. It's okay. School's back in session. You're going to have an abbreviated schedule anyway if you're open. But so we'll work towards next year. It'll be bigger and better than ever. There you go. The jams last week, Mother Nature got the jam washed out, the Cover Bridge jam, unfortunately. So this week, can't do anything about that either. We don't control God.
No.
Rain came. Sorry. He erred on the side of safety because guarantee you, get out there, there's lightning flashing. It's like, wow, would they have that kind? So
Exactly.
you always err. When in doubt, don't. And he didn't. So they had to cancel the show because of the weather. Now, that's behind us. Can't do anything about it. But this weekend, we got a big show at the football stadium. As Barney told Andy, it's big.
Big.
Who's coming?
Well, you've got Toby Mac and Cochran and Company, two of the top in contemporary Christian music. I mean, you can't go wrong there. It's going to be a fantastic concert. I mean, just incredible.
That will be Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yep,
Yes.
at Citizens Bank Stadium, home of the Cyclones. So they always lay it out nicely. It's not a bad seat in the place. Toby Mac will put on the show. He can crank it. And Cochran and Company. So tickets are on sale. Where do we get tickets? That's not your event, is it?
Yeah, it's not my event.
Oh,
This
okay.
is-
So we don't know where, but just go.
you can go to the city's website,
Yeah.
elizabethton.org,
Yeah.
and you can find out there.
So the concert's here. They're bringing people in from all over the area, all over the region, in some cases all over the country
Right.
to come see these guys in concert. What we would tell you is coming up next month, we got a blockbuster boom, back-to-back show. Daniel Grindstaff, Ricky Skaggs, Kentucky Thunder, and Carson Peters, and then Jason Crabb. So, I go to church with Daniel. Love the guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's awesome. Ricky Skaggs is Ricky Skaggs. I'll bring you a picture. I introduced Ricky Skaggs to a concert when I was down in Florida doing radio. He was a nobody. He was on the RCA showcase. These up-and-coming guys. And I met the guy, and I still got a picture with him, and I showed it last time he came into town. I knew where he was going to be, and I went and showed him, and of course, that's you, and that's me. So that was a long time ago. And his song with that one was I Wouldn't Change You If I Could.
Good. Yeah.
That was his big hit at that point. So Skaggs is coming. He's an incredible talent. It's free. Friday night, Daniel Grindstaff, free. Jason Crabb may be as big as all three of them.
Yeah.
And this guy's on the Gaither videos, sings that song Through the Fire, which is awesome. The Crabb family's incredibly good. I got a lot of their CDs. So they're all three coming. All three are free. The dates are when?
The 20th through the 22nd.
Yep. So,
Jason Crabb's got 22 Dove Awards,
yeah.
2 Grammys himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would like to sit down with these guys. I'd love to sit down with Jason Crabb, just interview him, just sit and just do a one-on-one, just talk to him about his career. So maybe I know somebody can make that happen.
That could possibly be a
Yeah.
reality.
I'd love to do that. So I'd love to do it with Skaggs too. And Daniel Grindstaff, he and I have sit down. He's been here on the show. In fact, he's been here. He was on the show, and we talked to him about his career and all that. So it's all coming next month, Covered Bridge. They moved it from June to September, and it's been a big hit.
Yep.
And so it's a blockbuster weekend of free entertainment about, 1,000 yards down the street
Yeah,
at the
absolutely.
Covered Bridge Park.
Actually, you're not going to be that far because we're coming up through town with vendors. The first year we did this,
Wow.
I'm not sure what the total number of arts and crafts vendors that we had, but the following year we doubled it. Last year we doubled that. And so we've got so many that, we were kind of going toward Riverside in that direction, and so we've gained enough now that we're going to bring it up to that 600 block there in front of Dan's Barbecue and all the way to Carter County Bank there in that block. And so anyway, it'll kind of give you that feel like it did when this thing was in its heyday. When before, we didn't have the park, we didn't have the amenities that we have now, but the whole thing was right down the middle of the street, down Elk Avenue, and all the entertainment was on the Elk Avenue Bridge. So originally, and even into the 80s, so it'll kind of give you a little feel, and we're going to turn these things, all the vendors that are coming up through the middle, we're going to put them right in the middle of the street, back to back, so they face the brick and mortar stores.
Cool.
That way nobody, if you're selling your cupcakes or whatever you're making, you don't feel like you're being blocked out. We want the brick and mortar stores to do well.
Sure.
As well, this is Elizabethton's big event, one of our big events, and it's this whole city, it's our whole town.
Yep.
And so you'll be able to walk down that aisle, and you got brick and mortar stores on one side, and the tents, the vendors, all down through there. So everybody can get involved. Everybody has an opportunity to be involved with this.
And they're all going to benefit.
festival. Yes, they're all going to.
One of our great sponsors. So you may come up to the coffee counter, get a cup of coffee, and go down and get some cotton candy from one of the temporary weekend vendors.
Right.
So smart move, good deal. We are here live again. We're at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Kristen's going to join us coming up here in a minute, and Chad as well. So you look at the 24th of August, which is coming up in
Just a few weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
On the Border, Eagles Tribute Band, endorsed by Don Henley and the boys.
Yes.
Timothy B. Schmidt. Of course, Glenn Fry's gone. We lost him. He's passed away.
Right.
But the rest of the remaining Eagles have endorsed this group, On the Border, and they are smoking good. They're the real deal. You go to the website, check them out. You go on YouTube, type in On the Border Eagles Tribute Band, and you'll be amazed what you see. Well, they're coming here on the 24th. Man, I like that ticket, too. Great ticket price.
Absolutely. The price is very, very reasonable. It's absolutely free.
Free.
Come out, show up, bring your lawn chair. We'll set the stage up right in the middle of Elk Avenue with the monument as a backdrop, and you just bring your chair, sit right in the street, and enjoy.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll have about 10 or 12 food trucks parked on Elk Avenue Bridge, and you can eat and be entertained and just have a great time.
One of these nights, after the thrill is gone, take it to the limit. Peaceful, easy feeling, already gone. Take it easy. Witchy Woman, Hotel California, on and on and on. These guys, they're the deal. So it's free. August the 24th, which would be, it'll be 3 weeks from, 3 weeks from Saturdays, all right?
Yeah.
Let's see, this Saturday will be the,
I don't even know.
I don't either. I don't know.
Today's the 6th.
I don't,
I don't know either.
Mo and Joe here. We're sitting
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
yeah, 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, 2 weeks.
This Saturday's the 10th. It'll be 2 weeks from
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Circle the calendar and be here. So, will you see now? You got a split time, don't you?
I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I don't
We're
either.
going to see.
I don't want to be in your shoes because somebody may be a little upset,
Well, I don't know.
but maybe
we'll
not.
see. Yeah, we'll
you,
see how it goes.
You be able to work it out.
Yeah.
Papa Bear can make that happen. That's why he's Papa Bear. That's why we pay him the big bucks
That's
to be
right.
Papa Bear. We are here again live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. So beyond the covered bridge, I mean, you look at, we're 140 days today from Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So big plans for Christmas downtown this year, the Parks and Rec again. So I know it's a ways off, and we're not trying to push the calendar, but just to let you know that they're always planning. I dare say you probably even looking at some cover bridge jams for next year. I guess you start
Yeah.
looking. Some of the groups send you some demos and
That's
different
right.
things. So it doesn't stop.
Never
does it?
stops.
No,
never
no.
stops.
Doesn't stop. And I want to compliment them. I've been to a couple of the parks over the last couple of weeks, and trash is picked up. The grass has been cut. The toilet's flush. Went in to use the restroom. The lights work. And you say, well, that's supposed to. Yeah,
But
but
it doesn't
it's
always
not always
happen.
that case. I can take you to another. And I won't call them out. A municipality here in the Tri-Cities went to one of their parks, and it was nasty. I mean, it was nasty, the bathroom. So
We-
I appreciate what your staff does. They do a great job.
We're blessed with a good bunch of people
Yep.
who care about what they do, and that's what drives them. You know.
Yep. So before I let you go, we must talk about your Dolphins.
Oh my goodness.
Tua's got a big contract. Tyreek Hill's got a big contract. They're
Yeah.
spending money like there ain't no tomorrow down
Oh,
there in
yeah,
Miami.
They are. They better come through with something, hadn't they?
Oh, you've already.
That's-
Whoa,
Well, they're
whoa.
going to. Oh,
Whoa,
I'm not-
he's
yeah.
already talked Super Bowl
Yes,
last
yes, yes. Oh, when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. I mean, that's the
Sorry.
you gotta.
Silly
I'll bring
me.
you. If you heard, you know the fight song. You know the.
Silly me.
Yeah, come on.
I should have already known that. So
Yeah, I
print
mean,
the tickets.
it's happening.
AFC champion Miami Dolphins.
Yep,
There you go.
yep. We're going with that all the way.
All the way.
I
Yeah.
didn't wear a Dolphin shirt.
I know you
today.
did. I was a little disappointed. Normally you have
Yeah.
turquoise on.
I had. Well.
So have you ever seen
when
him?
did I-
You ever seen him in person?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yes. Yeah. I've never been to I've been to Miami, but I haven't been to a game there. I've watched them in Nashville. I've watched them in Cincinnati, Nashville a couple of times.
Yep.
But yeah.
His favorite player is not Bob Greasy. It's not Jim Kick. It's not Mercury Morris. It's not any of those guys. Paul Warfield or Dan Marino, although he likes them all.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 39?
39.
Big Zonka was his man.
Larry Zonka, the
Yeah.
toughest man. He was probably the equivalent of that Cannon's furniture truck that's parked outside. I mean, he was, virtually unstoppable.
Yeah. He could play.
He could play.
Tote
Had
the mail.
his-
And Kick, him and Jim Kick. What was
Yeah.
What was their nickname? Thunder
they
and
were-
Lightning?
No, they were Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
That's right. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Jim Kick and Larry Zonka.
Yep.
And didn't he have a helmet that had that little,
Yeah, he had the horseshoe.
had the horseshoe?
Yeah, to protect that flat nose because it had been broken 75 times, so he put that on. They tried to, they wanted him to wear a full face helmet, and he finally conned the equipment guy into doing that because, and then of course heck, I was playing probably grass cutters or midget football or something. I had the horseshoe. I had to. Yeah.
You want to be like Larry Zonka?
And I wanted to be number 39.
Wow. So we all had somebody like that.
Yeah.
Growing up in West Virginia, we all want to be like Jerry West, the
Oh, yeah.
basketball player.
Oh yeah.
And you want to be like Larry Zonka.
Yep. I sure
And
did.
were you?
No. I played. I was. Yeah. I played defense more than I did anything. I was the.
I could
Yeah.
see you
I played a little linebacker, a little strong side linebacker, and
headhunter,
that's what I'd like to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the hit.
like hitting people.
Yeah, that's what Zonka said. I've told you this before. I got to meet him, and he's like, man, he said that was the best part about it. He said, I carried the ball, and nothing, just how many 1,000-yard seasons he had, but whatever. He's like, but my job was to destroy the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
When you got some guy who he's got the ball, he's not evading people or avoiding them. He's running over them.
Mm-hmm.
And God, he's my kind of guy. I mean, that's just.
You heard him say, you like to hit people? Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to
hit
hit. I like to thrash them. I like to
like
destroy them. That's good. I love it.
Yeah, I did.
What was your number?
Listen, I always wanted to be 39. I never got to be 39. I was always like 70 something or whatever, you know. As a young kid, but
Love it. Love going down memory lane. This man, it's good stuff. He handles Parks and Rec. He does a wonderful job, the new director, and got a great staff. On Facebook, how do we find what's going on, Elizabeth? Because something's going on all the time at Parks and Rec.
never stops. Elizabethton Parks and Recreation on Facebook. You can go to our website, which is elizabethton.org.
There's a bed, or actually, what would that be? A sofa?
Sofa, yeah.
Sofa
love
going out the door.
seating, yeah.
The boys are getting ready to, Aaron and Dalton are getting ready to make a delivery here in Elizabethton. So there goes coming from upstairs, out the door, into the Cannon's truck, and down the street they go. So, wow, that's beautiful too.
Yeah, it is. Very nice.
So, very nice sofa going out the door and loading up in the truck and going to be delivered. So, as I said, I bought a bedding last 2 weeks ago. They delivered them, and it's awesome. They did a great job. So, got us a new bed and some box springs. So, it's good. Sir, I thank you as always. I know you're busy.
Absolutely. Well, it's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, I've told him this more than once. I always appreciate the fact he would like to promote what's going on, the Parks and Rec on this show, and so I don't take that lightly. I appreciate him very much. He's a fine feller, and he. Wonder what the chance that we ever get Zonka to come here.
Oh, I don't know.
Wonder what chance I can get him on the phone do an interview with him.
Oh, I don't know. Might.
Be worth trying.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, a lot of these guys, it's like it's
Yeah.
5 minutes of their life to do a phone interview.
It's true.
So
You're absolutely right.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
okay.
I wouldn't even know how to go about finding out how to even track down Larry Zonka.
No, we might look into that.
You have any connections?
No,
But I don't know how to do it. But
Doesn't mean I couldn't try. That.
yeah, I mean, even his agent, I don't know who his agent is. You get all these agents like, hey, I want to do an interview with Larry Zonka. Well, for how long? 5 minutes, 10 minutes on the phone. You know, he's sitting by the pool, sitting wherever. It's like, okay, can't be that difficult. The biggest thing is trying to find him. Fire him up.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so no jams this week. We're all going to be at the Citizens Bank Stadium, watch Toby Mac and Cochran and Company. Then next week, we're back on the docket, and let's see, is it Lost Creek? Or they already come and gone?
No, that's already passed. It is. Oh my word.
Yep.
Do
I have it?
Yeah, you probably do. It's.
The blue piece of paper.
Oh my goodness.
Well, just
And I know, and that's what's bad.
Just pad some time there. I'll find
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. We'll talk more about Miami and how they're going to destroy everybody.
Yep.
That's what we like.
Who they playing this week in the exhibition?
You know, I'm not even sure. I haven't even looked. I've got the schedule. It's on my.
You would have
desk.
coming up Victor Lawson and the
Boogie
Boogie Chillin'.
Yeah.
On the 17th.
Listen, and they're fantastic. I mean, they're really, really good. If you like bluesy rock, I mean, they play some great music. Fantastic musicians. It'll be an enjoyable night.
You have 3 chances to watch these free concerts coming up before the season ends. Victor Lawson and Boogie Chillin' next Friday or Saturday. Then you come back on the 24th, the On the Border. We're talking about the Eagles tribute, and wrap things up with the Dime Store Cowboys.
Which they're fantastic as well.
Labor Day weekend. So then that's it. We get ready for, I don't know, whatever's next on the agenda. So.
Well, that'd be Covered Bridge Days.
Covered Bridge Days,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
That's what's
we'll
on the
hit all
agenda.
that again, and then, like you said, the Christmas. I mean, we do. I don't know. It's like there's 10 Christmas events.
Yep.
Throughout the weeks leading up to Christmas, you know, there's something going on. Down at the bridge.
Down
That's
at the
where
bridge.
we go.
Yep. What's the slogan?
We make life fun.
Make life fun. See you next week.
All right, brother.
You got it. Here's Josh Heupel. Again, we told you the outset of the show, they lose Jordan Thomas, one of the defensive secondary guys. He's gone. He blew out a knee over the weekend, so they lost all 4 starters last year from the secondary. Interesting stat, over the last season, lost 11 guys out of the defensive backfield, either the NFL or the transfer portal. So here's the obvious question posed to Josh Heupel. What about the defensive secondary this year? He had this to say on the show.
Yeah, expecting those guys to play at a championship level. I love the the group as far as their length, athleticism, playmaking ability, their willingness to be physical, take on destruct blocks, tackle in open space, their care factor, their knowledge and understanding of what we're doing, how they approach, their practice every single day. I'm really excited about it. I mentioned a little bit earlier, but this is the deepest that we've been within our roster, and that affords you to have the opportunity to have great competition every single day. That's on the practice field, that's in the meeting room, but that depth becomes important as you go throughout the course of the season as well, and I'm looking forward to that group taking a real step here this fall for us.
One of our great sponsors, Kristen Cannon from Cannon Furniture here in downtown Elizabethton. Why Cannon Furniture? A lot of stores out there, furniture stores. Why Cannon Furniture?
We are one of the only local family-owned, family-run furniture stores. We carry a large variety of manufacturers. We can be your one-stop shop, furniture, bedding, grilling, accessories. We have it all here, and also do special orders. So if you can't find it, we can order it.
The beauty of being a mom and pop store, it's pretty cool because you're local and it starts and stops right here, right?
It does. Like any of their local stores, you can call us, speak to a real person. One of us will be answering the phone, not a robot. Same thing when you come in to shop, you're not just a number to us. One of our kids probably plays sports with your kids, or goes to church with you, or know your neighbor. So it's a good community store. We sponsor a lot of programs in the community, so when you help us, we help you, and we're all a big family.
Very good point. Hours are open?
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
And where do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Same thing on Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Lewis Sports Show, Kristen Cannon, the kids here at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Coming up, we got the Coaches Poll, college football. To nobody's surprise, Georgia's the number one team in the country. This is the one I pay attention to. The media is the media. I'm in the media, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not at practice every day. I don't know the other team's personnel. But when the coaches come out of their poll, I'm going to sit up and take notice because they do know. They know each other's personnel for all intents and purposes. They know how good they're going to be and their strengths and weaknesses of these teams. So got the coaches poll. We'll run down that for you. Tennessee's in the top 20, but they're not in the top 10. So we'll run down to it coming up after we talk to my man here, Chad Markland. They are loading up. In fact, they're gone. They loaded up a big old sofa. Is that right?
They did. It has a power recline, power headrest.
Going somewhere here in Elizabethton?
In Elizabethton, yeah.
Yeah. So, as I said, I was telling him, I don't see how they do it off air. I said, they come down these steps, Aaron, the big guys, coming down, carrying a sofa down the steps. Dalton was behind him. I would have fell and splattered and tore and ripped, and those guys are good. They deliver everything I bought here, and they do a wonderful job, delivery guys. They're on time. They call you and let you know they're on their way. They'll say within 15 minutes or 10 minutes of your home or whatever, you're going to be there, or are you there? And so they're constantly contacting in this case, me, the customer, and they'll do that for you too. And so they loaded this one up and down the trail they went. So they've also, what else they've been doing today? They delivered a sofa and a bedding set here in Elizabethton. Mm-hmm. Yesterday they were in Johnson City. What did they do in Johnson City yesterday?
Had a couple bedding sets and then a living room group and a dining room set.
Yeah. Now, you told me they got the new, I've never heard of this, Stearns and Foster mattresses. Is that a big deal? I've never heard of it.
That is. That's an upper end mattress, very well made. It's all pretty much custom handmade. mattresses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Handmade.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're carrying Stearns and Foster mattresses here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings here in downtown Elizabethton. So you look at the sales tax. Man, this is a really good deal. Tell us what's going on here for a limited time about the sales tax.
It is. We're extending our sales tax sale. Anything over $9.99, we'll pay the sales tax, and then you get over $29.99, and we'll double the sales tax.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great deal, folks.
It adds up fast.
Real quick. And then when you buy a Tempur-Pedic bedding set, you get a bedding package worth $300 free. What's in that?
It's two memory foam pillows, a sheet set, and a mattress protector.
Yep. Of course, I was here last month. We come every month to Cannon's. We love coming down here talking to Daryl, and Brenda's never been on the show, but certainly Chad, and I appreciate him doing this because this is not his bailiwick, and he'll tell you that. But he does a great job. So since we were here last month, I mean, has there been a trend? Have been recliners going out of here? Been kitchen sets? Been dining rooms? I mean, has there been a trend?
There has. A lot more Tempur-Pedic mattresses have been going out.
Really?
A lot. Yeah.
Wonder why.
I don't
Is there
know.
a reason?
Things come in waves.
Yeah.
And it's odd. I can't figure it out.
Yeah. Back to school, maybe. I don't know. But anyway,
maybe.
Tempur-Pedic mattresses are flying out. Hello, Miss Clowney, way down yonder in South Carolina. We made a new fan down there yesterday. Had her son on, Mike. And so, hello, Miss Clowney in Union. I think you said Union, South Carolina. That's way down yonder on the interstate. So anyway, the bedding is here. It is, again, anything you buy up to $999, they pay the sales tax. If you go over $3,000 or $2,999 or $3,000, they'll double the sales tax. They'll pay it. So what is the sales tax rate, 10%?
Right at it,
Right at it.
9.75.
So call it 10%. So if you buy something for $3,000, sales tax is $300, you don't pay. That's a great savings. Here comes a couple in here to take a look. So you had a young lady in there earlier looking at a sectional, is that right?
Yeah.
Did she decide? I know she was going around, kicking around.
She did not decide yet. She's going to do some measurements.
Yeah.
And come back and see us.
So when folks come in, we're talking to Chad Markland here, of course, at Cannon's. Coming up, we'll take a look at the college football poll. And also we haven't even got into baseball yet. Big game here tonight. The Dodgers and the Phillies in L.A. We'll talk about that. The Braves open up a series tonight with Milwaukee. Bryce Elder's on the mound with the Braves tonight. So we'll talk about Major League Baseball coming up. So when folks come in, track record, you've been here how many years?
12.
12, so you'll know. So when somebody comes in, let's say me and the missus, of course I'm not married, but the couple comes in, do they make 2 trips in? Does she make the decision? Do they buy it that day? Do they go home and talk about it? Is there a trend of how that happens?
We see both. Some
Okay.
people will come in, spend 2 minutes, and know what they want, and they'll go ahead and buy it. Some people will have in 4 or 5 times before they'll buy.
Okay. And you're prepared to do either one of them?
Oh, yeah.
So, lady was in here this morning from here in Elizabeth, and I think she says her second or third time in. So, and that's okay because I mean there's lots of choices in here. If you had to guess how many sofas are in here right now, if you had to just a ballpark number that you could go around, sit down, and look at, and go, I like this color, that style.
I would say around 50.
Yeah. So I understand you can't just walk right in and go. I mean, some do. But,
Yeah.
you know, when I bought the bedding, I went in, I guess I sat down and laid down on about 7 or 8 beds. I said, okay, this is what I want. Same with the couch when I bought it in the bedroom suite. So, and some will come in and do that, and some will go, I need to, you know, walk around and take a look at it or whatever. So, hello, Baker, how you doing? Can't believe, what's that say? Tia Doug kicks, okay, yep, they do. 2 days in football. So, Tia Doug opens up down at Crockett. So, over 50 different couches to choose from. Now, the one that was here last month is not here now. I don't know if they've sold it. But it was a sunflower, which is kind of a wheat color. That's the new, Daryl said that's the new color this year is sunflower.
Yeah.
That one's gone? Somebody bought it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't last long.
Where'd it go? Do you know geographically?
I don't remember right offhand.
They go everywhere.
They do.
They go everywhere. They're in Jonesboro Thursday delivering. They're here in Elizabeth today. Yesterday we were in Johnson City. How far out? There's a lady down in South Carolina watching. Do you ship? Can you ship furniture? Is that
We don't have a carrier to ship furniture anymore.
You can load it up and go though, couldn't you?
You can, yeah.
If it need be. So yeah, we say that, but generally speaking, you're in a general area of what,
I would
50
say, yeah,
miles
50
probably?
mile radius.
50 mile radius of the store here in downtown Elizabethton. So anyway, it's awesome. Again, the sales tax you pay up to sales tax $999 and over. Then if you get up over $3,000, they double it. So which is talking ballpark on a $3,000 buy, it's $300 you don't pay, right?
Yeah, you'd double that, so it'd be $600.
Be $600.
Yeah.
So I didn't do good math. So it's $600 you pay that you wouldn't have to pay because they pay it.
We also have a new Facebook ad coming out tomorrow. We'll have a $100 queen mattress, end tables starting at $35. Wow. And there'll be quite a few more deals on our Facebook ad tomorrow.
That's awesome. That is really, really cool. So it's all right here on Facebook. How do you find us? Cannon's
Home Store.
Yep. Cannon's Home Store, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep.
Facebook page is there, of course, on Instagram, Facebook. You're also on the web. What's the website?
CannonsHomestore.com.
So, and there are all kinds of pictures. And for those out who don't know, you carry, what's some of the main lines you carry?
Carry Bassett.
Benchcraft. England.
Ashley.
Tempur-Pedic.
Stearns and Foster.
What's the other mattress you carry? Sealy.
Sealy,
yeah.
Beauty Rest.
And Beauty Rest. So there you go. Those are just some of them. But you go on the website. Back right here, it's the new dining room brochure they just got in. This is the Bassett Benchmade dining room set. And these catalogs are available in here. You can come in and take a look at them. So starting tomorrow, you got end tables at how much? $35 and a queen
mattress at $100.
Queen mattress for $100 starting tomorrow.
Yep.
How do you find it? Go to that Facebook page, right?
Yes.
Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep.
Hours are open.
10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturdays.
There you go. He doesn't like doing this, but he gets better at it every time he does it. And I appreciate you very much. As I've said, you send me in here to sell furniture, it'd be get the video camera. It's like a blooper reel or video. So this is not what he does for a living. What he does is sell furniture. He does a great job doing it.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Quick break. We'll come right back, and we will jump here and take a look at the college football poll. Who's the number one team in the land? It's really no surprise the Georgia Bulldogs, but who's the top 10? They're not Tennessee. We'll tell you who it is coming up next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And we're always just striving to get the newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diane and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Again, you look at the coaches poll, which is the one I pay attention to because they know what's going on. Media, we see a few practices, see this, see that. All of them are experts and we're not. But the coaches know. Coaches know the other team's personnel, their strengths, their weaknesses. And so when the coaches come out with their poll, I pay attention. Here it is, top 10. Georgia preseason number 1, Ohio State at number 2. In fact, there's 4 in the Big Ten and 4 in the Southeastern Conference that are right there. You have Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, and Alabama. Coaches poll top 5. Then comes Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Michigan, Penn State, and Florida State, rounding out the top 10 of the coaches poll. Number 11 is Missouri. 12 is LSU, Utah number 13, Clemson 14, Tennessee at number 15 in the country, coaches poll, preseason. Then comes Oklahoma. We're going to hear from Brent Venables coming up here in a little while. Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Miami of Florida, and Texas A&M round out the top 20. Then comes Arizona, NC State, Southern Cal, Kansas, and the Iowa Hawkeyes round out the top 25. So top 10, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, and Alabama. Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Michigan, Penn State, and Florida State in your top 10. Honorable mention, anybody down through there would jump out at me like Marshall? No, Appalachian State's got an honorable mention. They can play. That's a cool place to watch a football game, too. Kid Brewer Stadium in Boone. On a fall day, a little bit of twinge of coolness in the air, and the leaves are turning. Man, what a setting. It's like a Norman Rockwell painting, I think, at Kid Brewer Stadium in Boone, North Carolina. They are honorable mention top in the some of the top college football teams in the country. Not top 25, but honorable mention, one of the teams, the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. So there you go. Tennessee preseason coaches poll, number 15 in the country. So they got some work to do to move up the ladder and prove that these guys are wrong, these coaches. And we'll see if they can do it. Again, they lost that kid yesterday. It was a huge loss. That would be Jordan Thomas in the defensive secondary. Blew out a knee over the weekend. He's gone for the year, and that's a big blow to the Tennessee defensive secondary. All right, Zach Benfield, head football coach of the Cloudland Highlanders, next. He'll join us by phone on the Tom Douglas Sports Center to create one of our great sponsors, Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bmycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way, when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club Savings Account for Christmas 2024?
Yes.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Dan's Barbecue.
We care about our product, and we do it all ourselves in-house. I make all the rub, all the sauce, and the reason I got in barbecue is I'm pretty much obsessed with it. I went to college for drafting, but when the economy crashed, I got laid off and ended up opening in 2010, and I've been doing it full-time ever since.
Hours are open?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday. We're open on weekdays 11 to 8 and Friday and Saturdays till 9 p.m.
How do we find you on social media?
My Facebook page, Big Dan's East Tennessee Barbecue. I got somebody working on a website, but it's not ready yet.
And then the phone number is?
423-542-2272, and we're in the third block downtown on the left.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show, Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton. Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. You know, it goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, Big John's Closeouts. And the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live as we are here. We are at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in Elizabeth. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. How'd it go last night? Well, God bless them. The White Sox lost again. Wow. Their losing streak now is 21 games. 21 games. White Sox now tied with the Baltimore Orioles from 1988 for the longest losing streak in American League history. Goes back to 1901. White Sox now 27-88 on the season. They've not won a game since July the 10th. Wow. Man, that is tough. They are the third team since 1900 to lose at least 20 games in a row. Here's a full list of who it is. The Phillies, 1961, lost 23. The Orioles, 21 games in 1988. The White Sox now 21 games and counting. For Chicago, they'll try it again tonight against Oakland, in Oakland, which is not exactly a powerhouse. Here's a crazy stat. When trailing after 6 innings, they are 0-56. When they're in a game and they're trailing in that ball game after 6 innings, they've not won a game. They're 0-56. We're talking about the Chicago White Sox. Atlanta Braves, placing right-hander Ronaldo Lopez on the 15-day injured list. Club describes as right forearm inflammation. Move retroactive to August 2nd, so he's going to be out to the 17th. In a corresponding move, a right-hander Bryce Elder was recalled from AAA and is slated to start tonight's game against the Brewers in Atlanta, which is a big ball game. So the Braves, they're struggling to say the least. You know that if you're a Braves fan, so they'll see if they can get it turned around tonight. Braves off yesterday. They're 60-51. Possession of the top wild card spot in the National League right now. Trying to win the National League East for the 6th straight year, but right now they trail the Phillies by 6 games. So we'll see how that goes tonight as, again, Lopez on the shelf for the Atlanta Braves. All right, Cincinnati, Ella De La Cruz making history last night. Third Red to hit 20 home runs and steal 50 bases in 1 year. The late Joe Morgan did it. Eric Davis did it. And now Ellie De La Cruz has done it for the Reds. We'll have Greg Sawyer on tomorrow, a baseball guy. We'll be live tomorrow at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. We'll have Alex with us tomorrow. We'll have from the Johnson City Press. We'll have with us tomorrow Greg Sawyer. And we'll have Josh Kite, the athletic director from the Crockett Pioneers tomorrow. Maybe Hayden Shanley, too. I think he's supposed to come be with us tomorrow, too. Talk Pioneer football. 2 home runs, part of De La Cruz's performance last night. He went 4 for 5 with 2 long balls and 2 doubles to record his first game with 4 extra base hits. Only one other player's ever done that. Hit 2 home runs and 2 doubles in the same game with the Reds. Paul O'Neill did it back in 1991. So De La Cruz is something special in Cincinnati. Winners from yesterday, the Reds beat Miami 10-3. Other winners, the Mets, Arizona, the Giants, Texas, Minnesota, the Red Sox, Oakland, and the Dodgers beat Philadelphia 5-3. Here's your schedule today. Full schedule of Major League Baseball. Elder for the Braves, and Colin Ray will go from Milwaukee tonight. They'll do that one in, of course, Atlanta. Arizona, Cleveland, big matchup there. It's a good matchup. Those two teams, of course, Cleveland leads the Central. They lead it, and the Diamondbacks are making some noise in their division, of course. Arizona, where are they at right now? They're right behind the Dodgers, only 5 games out. You have Cincinnati, Miami. San Francisco plays at Washington tonight. The Angels in New York to battle the Yankees. Baltimore, Toronto. Tampa Bay will be in St. Louis to battle the Cardinals. Houston and Texas continue that series in Texas. Minnesota will play the Cubs in Chicago. Kansas City and Boston in KC. That's a good one. Red Sox and Kansas City chasing their divisional leaders. The Mets will be in Colorado. The White Sox in Oakland, as we said. Chicago trying to break the snide. 21 in a row they've lost. Detroit will be in Seattle. And Philadelphia against the Dodgers. Christopher Sanchez will go for the Phillies, and Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers tonight. Big matchup. Who's to say it won't be in for the, and I think it will be, a future playoff scenario. Both those teams are going to be in the playoffs. And so it'll be a good one. Game 2, that one. Dodgers won that one last night 5-3 in the first game of the series. In the American League East, Baltimore Yankees still dead even. Identical records of 67 and 46. Red Sox are 6 games out. In the Central Division, Cleveland leads Minnesota by 3.5. The Royals are 5 back. In the West, Seattle a game and a half better than Houston, and the Rangers are 5 back, all within striking distance, of course. In the National League, the Phillies lead the Braves by 5.5, and the Mets by 7. In the Central, Milwaukee 6 better than Pittsburgh and the Cardinals, and the Reds are 6.5 back. It's anybody's division. We've said it all along. And the Dodgers now lead the Arizona Diamondbacks by 5 and the San Diego Padres by 5. So that one's getting tighter too. In the National League West, top 5 teams in baseball right now. It's not the Phillies anymore. The best team in baseball, the Cleveland Guardians. Number 2, Baltimore. Number 3, New York, or they're tied. Both identical records. So Cleveland is number 1. Baltimore and New York are tied for the second best team in baseball. The Phillies and the Dodgers round out the top 5. So there you go. That's what you've got in Major League Baseball on this Tuesday, April the 6th, celebrating the birthday of the Admiral David Robinson, the San Antonio Spurs, NBA Hall of Famer, having a birthday. He has 59 candles on his birthday cake on this Tuesday, August the 6th. Quick break. We'll be right back. We want to hear from Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Zach Benfield scheduled to join us next, head football coach of the Cloudland Highlanders, on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Daly Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannon's. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always at Cannon's in-house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids. They're all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customers. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have probably around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomeStore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can
Can you hear
get.
me?
Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't, of course, don't have room
Hello?
for a million products.
Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number.
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there. Let's see if we got him. Coach Benfield, are you there?
Yes, sir.
There you go. We got you. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing, Mr. Taylor?
Just fine, sir. Let's jump in here and go. Let's talk about Cloudland football 2024. Let's go back to 2023. Kind of recap how things went a year ago, would you please?
Yeah. We finished, I think, with a 5-6 record. Lost in the first round. Had a lot of struggles last season. Didn't do the things that we wanted to do. Did really good against teams that we kind of got up early on. Had a lot of trouble with teams that were competitive with us. And I think a lot of that was due to no off-season preparation. We didn't have any type of off-season preparation last year. And so this year, the kids have put in the work in the off-season, the buy-in, the investment that the kids have done has been tremendously better. The leadership has been a whole lot better as far as from a
Okay. I believe we just lost him. So we were having some technical troubles to get him on to begin with, so I think we lost him. And let's see if we can try him back here real quick. All right, I lost it. Keep going there. Keep talking.
Yeah, I don't know where I lost you at, but yeah, we've got a good group of seniors coming in. They put in the work. The off-season preparation has been really, really good. They've not missed any days weightlifting, besides one or two kids. Done a really good job with their speed training this year with Coach Greg Largent, who's done a tremendous job, tremendous addition that we got a couple of years ago as an assistant coach. And we're just excited. We, like I said, we got hit in the mouth a lot last year, and I think we kind of folded. But I think we folded because we didn't have anything vested. There was no off-season preparation. And so I'm excited about this year. Had a scrimmage yesterday against Chucky Doak and did some good things, did some bad things, had a lot of things we need to work on. But overall, I thought it went really, really well. So we're excited about this season.
On to Coach Benfield. Tell us some of the kids that you're counting on this year, some individuals for Cloudland football.
Yes, sir. Cam Peppers, he's going to be kind of the Swiss Army knife. He's going to be used everywhere. He'll be used at blocking back, at quarterback, at tight end, defensive end, linebacker, a lot of different places. This is his fourth year. He's a senior. So I've kind of been with him throughout his entirety of his high school career. This is my fourth year and his fourth year, and I feel like, we've built a really close, tight-knit relationship, and I'm excited to see what Cam does. Noah Young, another senior, he's going to be extremely depended upon. Had a really good offseason. Tore his ACL a couple years ago and rehabbing it back, and I feel like he's really at full strength this year as opposed to last year, and especially the year before. Grayson Cole is a young kid. He's a sophomore, rising sophomore. He's going to be a featured back, running the ball a lot for us, and put a lot of hard work in. He's not missed any days in the weight room. He's done a really good job. Landon Barnett is another kid, rising sophomore, really young but extremely intelligent and extremely passionate about football. Really takes it serious, and he's really hard on himself, but to a positive benefit. And I'm really looking forward to those four guys. And I could keep going down the list. Matthew Baker at left guard and defensive tackle and end. Matthew's probably our most vocal kid on the line, especially on offense. He does a really good job of, telling people where they need to go, getting things set up, but also just keeping the good morale, just being positive, being vocally positive. Matthew Baker does a really good job with that. Another guy who I think people are going to be surprised with this year, two different kids. That's Bryce Birchfield at quarterback and Walker Googe. Walker Googe is his bodily transformation from last year to this year is it's going to be undeniable when people see him. He's worked a whole lot harder in the weight room, got really, really strong, and that showed out yesterday in the scrimmage. I think he had 2 touchdown receptions, or maybe 1 touchdown reception and multiple yards through the air catching. But Walker's going to be a good kid to look for. Bryce Birchfield at quarterback. This is his 3rd year starting quarterback, and so we get a little bit more buy-in with him. I'm excited to see how good he can be. He's one of the most athletic kids, if not the most athletic kid in the high school. Standing about 6'1", 6'2", can run, can jump. He's got a really calm demeanor too, really good calm quarterback demeanor that you kind of want. So I'm excited about him. Bryson Peppers, Cam Peppers' little brother. He's a junior, rising junior, and he's a really good kid. He's small. He's playing right guard and playing some defensive tackle and a little bit of Mike, a little bit of middle linebacker. Smaller kid, about 185 pounds, but he's so strong. He probably weighed 160 pounds last year, Tom, and I'd say he put on 20, 25 pounds of muscle this year in the offseason. So looking for him to do a lot of good things. I could keep going down the list. Gavin Shell is another one. He's a rising freshman, really young kid. His dad, Josh Shell, played back in the late 90s, early 2000s. But Gavin is extremely, he's gifted, but he's also hard-nosed. He's got all the components that's going to make him hopefully an all-state back in the future. He ran the ball yesterday and was breaking senior and junior tackles, him as a freshman, just running over, trucking people, cutting. He's really strong in his legs, and he's really strong in his character and caring about getting better and coming to every practice. And that's very, very important, especially at the 1A level. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to the season, Tom. We've got a lot of hard workers on defense and on offense and special teams as well, and we're looking to just get a little bit better at every facet of the game every day.
How many kids you got dressing out this year, Coach? How many kids on the team?
Right now we've got 20. We fluctuated from about 20 to 17, back up to 20. We're at 20 right now. Like to get that to about 25 if we could once school starts tomorrow or Thursday. But we're sitting at about 20 right now, which for us, is pretty good. I would like for it, like I said, to be 25, but 20 is doable. So that's where we're sitting at right now.
It's hard to believe you got guys, 20 kids playing both ways for 10 games. What a bunch of gut-checking young'uns. That's very, very impressive. So you open up with Happy Valley. Talk about your schedule this year.
Yeah, we start out with Happy Valley. We've got a pretty tough non-conference schedule. And there's some teams in the conference. Cosby, I think, Unaka, a couple teams. North Green, that's going to be much improved from last year. But, yeah, we start out with Happy Valley. Happy Valley's got a great coaching staff. Jason Jarrett does a great job at Happy Valley. And so they scrimmaged Oliver Springs a couple of days ago, and got to look for them to be good. They're going to be extremely well coached, extremely disciplined. I think Greg Hyder's still helping on defense. They're going to be extremely well prepared. West Green is going to be week 2. We're looking for a little bit of payback against West Green. I feel like they kind of stole one from us last year. We had 12 fumbles that game, kind of just a freak thing. I've never saw it again. Hopefully I'll never see it again in my life. But we had 12 fumbles, and I think we lost 5 of those. And so it was a wild game. Could not hang on to the football. And then we kind of get in the non-conference or into conference play with Hancock County after that. And, we got Hampton and Johnson County. Both of those schools are always very competitive. And going to be good, very well coached. Coach Wilson at Johnson County does a really, really good job. And I think he's got 16 returning seniors this year. And so I'm looking for Johnson County to be extremely fast and very good all over the field. Same for Hampton. Hampton will be good. But yeah, we've got a pretty tough schedule, and we've just got to take it one game at a time and be 1-0 after each week.
Your home games are Happy Valley, Hancock County, Johnson County, North Greene, Cosby, and R.S. Central. Your road games, you go to West Greene, you go to Hampton, you go to Jellicoe, which is a hall, and you wrap up things in Stony Creek and Unaka. So in closing here, what do you feel like your strength's going to be on your football team that you're ready to go and go to battle here in a couple of weeks against Happy Valley? What will be the strengths this year for Cloudland's football team?
Well, I think our strength is going to be being disciplined. One theme that we've had this year so far is what happens whenever things go wrong. What happens when you're playing a team that is as talented and as good as you, and they get up, or it's going to be a very competitive night throughout the entire football game. How do you respond in those moments? So I think discipline is going to be one of our strengths. I think toughness. And one key strength that we've not had at Cloudland in a long time that I'm hoping we're going to have this year, and I think we will, is team speed. I think speed is going to be one of our strengths this year. So, I'm excited about it, Tom, and I appreciate everything you do for us, brother.
You got it. Always a pleasure. We'll talk a lot this season, not just one time. We're going to be with you a lot, week by week if we can, just to recap, good or bad. He always finds something positive talking about his kids, which I appreciate. So good luck. We'll talk to you again before the season gets cranked up. And so thanks for letting us promote Cloudland football here on the show, all right?
All right. Sounds good, Mr. Taylor. Have a good evening, brother.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very, very much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go Landers. Bye-bye.
You got it. Go Landers. Zach Benfield, the head coach of Cloudland High School, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor died about 30 years ago. I'm just old Tom, but I appreciate that. It's very kind for him to reference me that way. So Cloudland football opens up against Happy Valley. We do have everybody coming up in 17 days. We keep bringing it up day by day by day, and we'll run those down for you coming up here in just a second. We'll take a look at the schedule for the opening night of high school football on August the 31st. Here is, as promised, Brent Venables, the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, joining the Southeastern Conference. Obviously, you know that by now. They and Texas are the newest members. This is his take and his description, his thoughts on joining the SEC for Oklahoma football.
Well, again, I think it's a partnership of elite with elite. And, again, two programs in the history of college football take a backseat to nobody. The SEC doesn't take a backseat to anybody. From our leadership to the quality of the teams, and really it's every single athletic team on those campuses. It's unmatched, and so we both have programs that have had elite level success with all of our athletic programs, certainly football included, and I just think it fortifies what was already the strongest conference in all of college football.
Our buddy, obviously Frankie Bailey, the owner of the coffee company here in downtown Elizabeth. A lot of restaurants, coffee shops all across the Tri-Cities. Why come to the coffee company? What do you feel like separates you from everybody else?
Yeah, well, it's a special place. The coffee company's been in business for 27 years now, and the community has just been a huge support. That's the only reason we're here and continue to be here, to support and feed and serve some amazing coffee to the community. So it's the space. When you're talking about supporting these historic downtowns, it really matters because we're the heart of the community. We're the heart of Carter County. This is where people come to celebrate, to shop, to enjoy, and it really makes a difference when you support local. And so when you've got people taking a chance and opening up some great businesses downtown, the more that you can show up, support. The holiday season's coming up. That's a really great time to come out and support all these amazing restaurants and businesses right here in your downtown.
You've got them from all over the Tri-Cities coming in here too. Of course,
Yeah.
Elizabeth supports you, but
Yeah, it's been
all over the
awesome.
Tri-Cities, it's awesome.
We
So
do. There's lots of local support, but really regionalism.
Mhm.
People coming from Johnson City, Irwin, Bristol, Kingsport, they come down. They like to eat in our downtown. They like to enjoy drinks in our downtown, and they come back, which is wonderful. We love it.
the coffee company, social media, how do we find
You
you?
can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Just search up the coffee company. You can call us here. We also have a website. You can order food online. If you want to order through Google, find us there. You can just come and pick it up quickly without calling. And you can order coffee by the pound if you're folks that are watching that don't live in the area and you want to try our awesome coffee. You can go to our website, tncoffeecompany.com, and order coffee by the pound just right there, and we'll ship it to you.
Hours are open.
We are open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and we serve lunch from 11 to 3.
And the magic phone number of the coffee company is
423-542-3438.
great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, and support the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton. And back at the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us here. We are at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. What strikes me is all the foot traffic down here. It's really, this place hops all the time. There's all kinds of people walking by this window. I catch myself watching and waving at people, but instead of probably looking at you, but it's interesting that how many people are downtown. A lot of, as I said, a lot of foot traffic here in downtown Elizabeth. And so, in 17 days, 7 hours, and 33 minutes and counting, Daniel Boone will play at Urban, North Carolina. West Green will be at North Green. Happy Valley at Cloudland. We just talked to Coach Benfield about that. Cloudland home game, home opener against Happy Valley. Cherokee will be at Cock County. Dobbins Minute will host Knox Farragut. You have South Green at Crockett and Jonesboro. We will have Coach Shanley on tomorrow. We'll be live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. We'll be joined there by he and Josh Kite, the athletic director, doing a fall sports preview for the Pioneers. You have Tennessee High playing at Greenville in 17 days. Science Hill and the Cyclones will get it cranked up at Citizens Bank Stadium in 17 days, 7 hours and 33 minutes. Can't wait on the Cyclone Network. We're going to do a walkthrough next Friday night. Final tune-up scrimmage for the Cyclones will be at home against Union, Virginia. Not this Friday, but next Friday. And we will do a walkthrough, a kind of a tune-up warm-up of the Cyclone Network, the student-led 4-camera production, which is really slick, now being directed and produced by Kerry Taylor. So we're very excited about that part, too, because we know we're going to get the best. Going to do a heck of a job. We can't wait to have her working with us and doing that. Morristown West will play at Morristown East. West Green and North Green. Hampton, the Bulldogs, will be at Pigeon Forge. We're going to be talking to Coach Lunsford next week. You have Johnson County at Sullivan Eastern opening night. Chucky Doak at Unaka. Unicoi County playing host to Northview Academy and Volunteer West Ridge. All those teams cranking up on opening night in 17 days. Of course, you also have volleyball, girls soccer, boys and girls cross country, boys and girls golf, and the obvious football are your fall sports, plus the bands and the flag corps. Some call them flag corps, some call them color guard. They're all practicing right now as well, getting ready for the season. So it's a total team effort. All these schools getting cranked up, getting ready to go for the upcoming sports season as schools back in now. Virtually at every system with the exception of Carter County. They start tomorrow. I think everybody else has been in or going to be in by the end of the week. So it's here, it's time, and so there you be. All right, we will take our final break, and we'll come right back, and we will got a story if you're a Kansas City Chief football fan. You've got more money being doled out to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're doing some, as we said, doing some contractual things to keep some guys in place, and so we'll tell you all about that right after this from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing. Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Before we get out here, let's run down a couple of more stories. The Kansas City Chiefs, as we said, going into the break. If you're a Chiefs fan, you'll be happy to know they have just signed their kicker, Harrison Butker. agreed to a 4-year, $25 million contract extension that includes $17 million guaranteed to be the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. Graduate of Georgia Tech. Been a part of all three of the Chiefs' recent Super Bowl victories and actually led the NFL in scoring in 2019. Butker hit 33 out of 35 field goals, went a perfect 38 for 38 on extra points. His career field goal percentage is 89%. With a long of 62, he's made 94% of his extra points in his career. Only Justin Tucker has a higher career field goal percentage in NFL history than Harrison Butker, who just signed a contract, $25 million extension, 17 of that guaranteed to kick the football for the defending Super Bowl champ Kansas City Chiefs. Olympic basketball, the United States takes on Brazil at 3:30 today in Paris. So we're down to the quarterfinals. The winner of the USA-Brazil will play Serbia-Australia winner at 3 o'clock on Thursday. And then the bronze medal and the gold medal will be on Saturday. So we're winding it down in the Olympics. Yesterday, United States way out in front with 79 medals through yesterday overall, including 21 gold, now tied for China for the top spot in that category. After Caroline Marks surfed her way to the top of the podium with a gold medal of the United States. The United States also continues to lead with the silver and bronze categories, 30 silver, 28 bronze, and 21 gold. 79 all told. They lead everybody. So I'm so proud of that because it's the USA. Big thanks to our guest, Zach Benfield, head football coach of Cloudland. Also stopping by Ashley Rader from Northeast Community Credit Union. Also David Nanny from the director of the Parks and Rec here in Elizabethton. Big concert coming up Saturday. Toby Mack and Cochran and Company at the football stadium here in Elizabethton. Go to Elizabethton City's Facebook page, find out about ticket info. Looking for a big crowd on Saturday evening for Toby Mack in concert, contemporary Christian artist, at the football stadium here in Elizabethton. Back tomorrow, we'll be ready to go with show number 2124 tomorrow. We'll be back at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. We'll be joined there tomorrow by Greg Salyer, Mr. Baseball. We're going to be joined by Josh Kite, the athletic director from Crockett, and football coach Hayden Shanley scheduled to be with us. And we're also going to be joined by Alex, again, our buddy, the sports writer for the Johnson City Press. So we'll have all that coming up tomorrow. Did I say Alex? Is it Alex? I got a mental block with his name. I think it is. So, but I'm going to fix it, make sure here before I go off the air. So let me double check and see if that's his name. Can't believe I can't remember his name, but it's just a. So let's see what we got here. Well, let's go this way. Nope, I wasn't right. It's Andrew Smith. Winning close it, Alex White. There you go. Andrew Smith will join us tomorrow. Sports writer, Johnson City Press, Greg Salyer, Mr. Baseball, and athletic director of fall sports preview of Crockett High School will be Josh Kite, and head football coach Hayden Shanley will join us tomorrow, all at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for watching show number 2123 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And here we go. Let's run down the verse of the day again today. It goes like this. It is Psalms 90, verses 1 and 2. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross, and today certainly no different. Psalms 91 and 2 says, Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Good way to end it. Hit the bell. Psalms 91 and 2. Thanks again to Chad Markland being here with us on the show. So back with you tomorrow from Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Till then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2123 today from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, where again, They have sales tax up to $999. They'll pay it. Anything that you will purchase over $3,000 or $29.99, they'll double the sales tax and they'll pay it. Wow. So at a 10% interest, if you buy $3,000 worth of goodies, you double the sales tax. That means they're going to pay $600 of sales tax that you don't have to pay. It's pretty strong, folks. They also have the brand new line of the Stearns & Foster mattresses are now in stock. They've picked up that line as well. So they continue to grow, and it's awesome. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you tomorrow. Win or lose, be a good sport, and bloom where you're planted on show number 2123 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show today here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton.